What's up guys, GGFOREX here, welcome back to my channel, and on today's video we have finally got my new FTMO credentials. I've done my minimum days ticked off, so I'll show you my old analytics from stage 1 where I had to get 10% in 30 days, so we'll go through that and I'll show the setups that I'm potentially looking at to pass my verification stage. But there is not bad news, but today is heavy impact news day, right? We've got FOMC, we have got a bunch of data coming out in Canadian dollar. So basically the major pairs which I like to trade, EU, GU, AU, are going to be moving a lot, and it's going to kick off at 1:30 this afternoon. At the moment it's 10:30, so just a few hours away. And I do see a setup on EG which I'm really excited to tell you about, but first let me just break down the analytics of stage 1 and then we'll go on to the potential setups that I have going into verification. If you do hear weird noises in the background, there's some maintenance going on, so if you hear drilling or whatever, I do apologize. It is what it is, okay? Let's just jump on the charts. Okay guys, hope you can see me in the corner. Right, so this is the account analytics for my stage 1. So it's 10% in 30 days on a 35 grand challenge. So as you see, it didn't start off great, okay? As you guys know, I went 4% in drawdown. It wasn't great, and obviously I did 2 trades on GJ. That worked out great. So these results that you can see here, they're gonna be slightly off because obviously I finished with 8 trading days, so that means I had to do, I think I did 3 or 4 micro trades on between those 10 trading days just to get the 10 minimum trades. So these results are going to be slightly skewed. The RR, reward to risk, is 9%, or even a 1 to 9, sorry, which is obviously great. And obviously the win rate's 27%, but obviously the win rate was skewed because I actually had to do those little trades that didn't count. So the trades that I actually did that counted was 4 losses, 2 wins, 2 break-evens. Yes, that was it. So 4 losses, 2 wins, 2 break-evens. That was the actual real trades that I did on the challenge, right? The real ones. So whatever the reward to risk is on that, you tell me, what's that, 2 out of 8? Okay, so overall, great result. As I said, I am definitely better. Like every challenge I've done, every trade, most of the trades that I do, all the trades that I go through my back testing and go through my journal, I'm better at shorting the market. It's just me, it's what I prefer to see. It's definitely a skill that I need to improve on for longs. A couple of people have advised me to maybe invert my charts and see it how I would see it if it was a sell. So if I see a buy setup and I'm not sure, turn it upside down on TradingView and then see if it's a setup that I would take short for, but it'd be a long. You know what I mean? So kind of training my eyes to see longs better. But again, it's no big deal. I'm obviously that type of person. Let me know in the comment box below as well, guys, if you guys prefer, or if you notice you're way better at selling or buying, or you're just good at both, because that's just unfair if you are. But yeah, as you can see, all the longs that I tried to do failed, and all the sells that I tried to do won, apart from that time. And obviously these results are going to be a bit skewed, but obviously my best trading times are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not really a fan of Monday. I like setups happen on Monday. Friday, I only really get out of trades on a Friday. I never really get in. As you can see, on the closed trades, obviously I got out on a Friday because I didn't want to hold over the weekend, which completely makes sense why that is 4,300. But then again, when I open on a Friday, as I don't like to get in, I lost. So I lost 1% on that day. So I can see from my results that I stay out of Mondays and Fridays and basically focus on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. And as you can see, by opening trades on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, they're all profitable. Maybe break even, but mostly profitable. But yeah, so this is the information that you need to go through. Don't just ignore it. Really study it, understand where your strengths and weaknesses are, and then tweak your trading plan to benefit you the most. So when you take the challenge again, you're already a step ahead of where you were before. Basically the same results there. Short trades, profitable, obviously on GJ. Every other trade I did was an absolute fail, especially EG. But this is a good result. So my positive days are over, let's say 2.5k, and my negative days are, well, just over 200 quid. So that's really good. I know that on an average negative day from this challenge, obviously the results are a bit skewed, but obviously on an average negative day, I'm losing less than 1% of my account. And on an average winning day, I'm up 7%. So I know when I lose, I have a bad day, I'm not even down like 1%, and on a good day, I'm up 7%. So that to me is a good news. It's a very good news day. And especially when it says I was only positive for 2 days, I was negative for 7. So kind of works out well. But yeah, obviously my lot sizes on every trade was 1%. I do have a rule for me that when I go down below 5% in drawdown, then I'll change my reward to risk, or not reward to risk, but change my risk per trade to 0.5% rather than 1%, just to give myself an extra cushion. And most of my trades happened after New York. So again, New York open 1/2 to roughly 4 is when things go a bit mental. That's the most volatile. That's where I get the most movement. So obviously that's the time when I believe I'm more profitable, if that makes sense, after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But yeah, so we've passed, baby. We've passed indeed. So I'm really happy with that. I'm taking these results, seeing where my strengths and weaknesses are. So obviously my weaknesses are in long positions. And obviously opening trades on Mondays and Fridays aren't good, so obviously sticking to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for opening trades, and probably closing Fridays on my trades as well. So now we've done this, let's just go over to my trades that I'm potentially looking at, and see if we can find any potentials for the verification stage. Okay guys, so at the moment we have EG on the board. Let me explain why I'm looking at EG again. So it was working in that daily area for a while, right? I mean, it's only 11 pips away from entering me in at the moment. So it's getting close, and it is 10:30. So near enough, getting close to sort of the New York starting up-ish, maybe. That volatility just before New York. Always find volatility just before New York. People getting in and out of their positions. Probably if they're in a sell, then they kind of know that New York has a tendency to retrace during that time, so a lot of people like to get out of their sells or buys depending on which way they're going, okay? So, why did I go into this trade? If I go to the daily time frame and scroll all the way across, you can see on the side, already in the markup, it's the 50% of this daily area of where they push price up. It's bang in the middle of that 50%, right? So I looked at it, and I can see price heading down. Obviously I'm not going to draw this accurately just because of time, and you see RSI moving up, and I saw a pattern that I've taken a million times before. I'm obviously going in on the daily time frame here, as you can see from there, but obviously this is just a 4 hour to break it down for you. But what happens is consolidated, bang, took out the lows, took out the highs, and now price is flagging down nice and controlled. Not too bad, but what it is took out the lows, took out the highs, made more targets to the buy side, showing bullish divergence in a key area on a higher time frame with multiple high time frame points of interest, and we've also got multiple high time frame targets to go for as well. Obviously I only need a 1 to 5, so I'm not going for all the way up there. If it was a private account and I wasn't in a challenge or whatever, I would be going for all the way up there. But as it is, I only need 1 to 5, that is what I'm going for. So yeah, that is my markup at EG. I've got impulsive zones, I've got imbalance, I've got targets, high time points of interest, I've got divergence, I've got everything I need to make a decision to be obligated to take this trade. It has all of my criteria that I want, so take the trade. Whatever happens, happens. The other one that I was looking at, which I think could be triggered in today, is AU. Reason being on AU, if I go to the hourly time or 8 hour time frame, you can see we have, or daily time frame, sorry. On the daily time frame, we have beautiful targets. That's what I mean. So on the daily time frame, we have beautiful equal lows, like completely, you can't really beat these equal lows. They are stunning, okay? Price pushed up, reacted off a key area, pushed down, made a trend line, liquidated the trend line, and then made more targets to the downside, more equal lows. So for me, price wants to go down, and what's backing that up is obviously the DXY is pushing up. DXY has made targets to the top side and is pushing up, looking like it wants to liquidate them. So for me, DXY is going up, so I'm looking for sales on EU, GU, and AU. AU out of the three is the prettiest one for me. So it made equal, as I said, targets on a higher time frame, targets on a lower time frame. I've seen liquidation. It's got everything that I want, so I'm taking the trade for what I can see. It's made a lower high, it's got a lower low, it's made targets. As I said, I'm going around in circles here, but if it meets your plan, your criteria, you take the trade. You do not control the outcome. And by thinking that way, and obviously reading Trading in the Zone, I'm not going to lift it up because I'm using it to support the camera at the moment, but the book is here. It's helped me out so much in being able to make those decisions. If it meets your criteria, you're obligated to take that trade. You do not control the outcome. Any one person in the world can change the direction of your trade and make you a winner or can make you a loser. That is just how it is. You need other people to get into the market for you to win. You're too small of a fish to move price yourself. You have to wait for the big boys to get in. So obviously with my trading strategy, I get in where I can see the big boys have been in. Okay, so that's AU, GU, potential, it's flagging up. There's no clean entry, but this is a daily area where I want price to get to before it comes down. But again, as you can see, it's making targets to the downside. EU, bit weird. It's kind of liquidated these equal lows and then liquidated these equal lows, and it's still pushing down. So EU could be coming past here, I believe, potentially today. It has that ability to move that much and liquidate all these lows and equals out the market. And then we could see, I swear they can see me and they can see every time I speak, they're like, nah. Anyway, further evidence of the dollar gaining strength is USD CHF, right? So it never came back to retrace. The bullishness is massive impulse, tiny retracement, massive impulse. So the dollar has definitely got a lot of strength in play. So hence why I'm looking to sell AU, GU, EU, but obviously the best entry I can see is on AU, and obviously the best entry I can see that isn't those pairs on EG is obviously, well, EG itself. So anyway guys, that is my setups. I'll update you roughly at New York Open and see what price does. Right guys, so just give you an update. CAD news isn't being released until 3 p.m. It is 2:15 at the moment. And obviously USD crude oil news isn't until 3:30, 4 o'clock, but really the majority of the move is going to be 7 p.m. tonight. That's going to be the manipulation time. So just be aware for that. Obviously London will be closed by then, so potentially Thursday morning we could see a large manipulation happening. Update on euro pound. Price is moving away slightly from my entry. I think it got within a couple pips, maybe like half a pip, but I'm not worried. I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to leave it how price is at the moment. So it was 2.6 pips away. It's now currently 18 pips away. So again, no rush, nothing to worry about. I'm just relaxing. And I cancelled the pending on AU purely because I just wanted to wait for the news to come out first and then wait for a double mitigation. So because of that, I want to see something along the lines of this. So if I see this, this is where I'll be looking, somewhere in there. That's what I kind of want to see. Just to play it safe, because obviously FOMC, I said it right this time, because I know a lot of you guys point out, and I know I keep saying it wrong, but I said it right. FOMC can have this ability.
And let's see what's happening on Friday as well. So tomorrow, more USD news, and then on Friday we got more USD news. So yeah, it's a heavy week, hence why I'm playing it extra safe on the USD crosses, or crosses to USD. It's just something I want to keep an eye, be aware of, and obviously I don't really want to make any silly mistakes going into the verification stage. Also, there's another way you can play this, is you can just risk 0.5% rather than 1% on this. So if you do lose, you're only risking half, because obviously that news is a big factor in your trade. You might have all the setups, but you need to know what is happening in the world at that moment. So just something to bear in mind for you guys. And at the moment, I just was scanning the markets and I come across this setup on CAD yen. And obviously I was looking at all the other CAD pairs, so AD JPY, Euro JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY, and obviously CAD JPY. They're all selling off. So that gives me extra confluence in possibly CAD yen selling off. And overall on the daily time frame, it makes a lot of sense. As you can see here, created equal highs, blasted past, broke this swing low, so took out the liquidity above, showed weakness, then distributed and came down and then broke this low. So we've now got a lower high, and now technically we've got a new lower low. So I'm potentially looking at, again, a potential short for this CAD yen trade, just because of all the confluence, as I said. And obviously if I go to the daily time frame, you'll be able to see the divergence playing out on this trade. Actually no, if I go to 8 hour, it'll be easier for you to see. So if you have a look at this, so you got one push up, so 1, 2, 3 big impulses up, then it broke that swing low, but look at the RSI just falling down. So we got higher time frame point of interest, higher time frame liquidation, lower time frame targets, selling in the premium area, bunch of confluences for this trade that play out really nicely. However, that news is still a factor. So yes, this might be a good setup, but just be aware price could obviously just do something like that and then come down. So that is a factor you have to bear in mind, especially with this type of news being released. So at 3 o'clock, we'll get an answer of what could possibly be happening in this area.
So guys, that is what I'm looking at for today. I don't think price is going to show us much more. I'm probably not going to get triggered in until tomorrow morning. So it's going to end the video here. What I have done though is I have done a YouTube short. I'm trying this out because I try and upload my shorts onto Instagram, but then it kind of cuts it off too fast and you don't get the whole video of what I'm trying to say to you. So I'm uploading those shorts to YouTube. So if you guys find them, obviously that is great. And obviously I'll be putting these videos also in the GGFOREX group. So if you want a link for that, that'll be down below as well. It's basically videos of what I'm seeing, what trades am I getting in. Obviously I shared on the YouTube short Euro pound thoughts, CAD yen thoughts. So those up-to-date thoughts of what I'm thinking, what I'm doing is obviously going to be on the short. So if you guys want to be up to date faster and not have to wait for another YouTube video to come out, then definitely check out the shorts that I will be releasing most likely daily, just to keep you guys up to date of what is going on in price action. So yeah, if you want to, this first YouTube short I've done, so just bear with me on my filming skills. It's not going to be highly edited, it's literally just point, shoot, tell you my thoughts, and that is it. So guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and hopefully we have another great challenge on the way. The setups are looking good, but we just have to sit on our hands, wait and see. Love you all. I'll see you on the next one.